Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm trying to remember what I was saying earlier about marriage. If you want marriage, start only, for inspiration and stuff like that. Like you want a good, decent marriage. Start seeing what a good, decent marriage looks like in your head. Use your imagination or whatever, or use examples. Now we have examples of, what we see as a good couple and all that stuff like that. And don't just focus on the material things, which it's okay if you want certain things. If you want certain things within your relationship or whatever, let's not be super picky unless you want to, because whatever you ask, it shall be given unto you. Some people judge people on being super picky and stuff like that. I guess depending on how high your frequency is, like if you can block everything out and just believe in what you want, I believe and I know that you'll get it, you'll receive it, but you really can't care what other people say, what other people think and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, what think about this. People can say and think all kind of things, but when it comes to you paying a bill, are they helping you pay a bill? More than likely, no. The average person is not out here helping you pay no bills. The average person is not out here helping you put gas in your car. The average person is not out here doing the things that you are going to be doing for yourself, or whoever, loves and care about you, and that way your significant other helps you to do. And if you didn't have them, you have to do it for yourself, okay? So you have to really have to do what you feel is the best thing for you. You know what I'm saying? When it all boils down to it, you really should just have to you just do that. You want to do that, because you'll waste so many years thinking about all this stuff. Oh, what are they gonna say? What are they thinking? All this stuff like that. Somebody that I know, like a guy that I'm cool, really cool with at work. He's married, everything. Nothing going on. We're really cool. We have good conversations about different topics and stuff. There ain't nothing going on. He knows there ain't nothing going on, but we're cool, right? And I think his wife knows about me, everything. So I think he calls me his sister or something like that. And I call him brother. I might have spoken about him before, but not calling his name. But we have all these different conversations and stuff, and he gives me some advice. I take some of his advice because he has a pretty level head when he wants to. You have to learn people and watch people throughout your life and gain wisdom from older people that got plenty of sense. Whether they play it safe or not, or they took great risks and they have learned from a lot in their life. I'm not saying that they're not out here doing a raggedy stuff. They ain't got a whole lot of drama going in their life. Not that kind of stuff. Stay away from them type of people. And if you got drama going on in your life, you could be a part of it. So don't be a part of the drama, y'all. Unless you just like it, no judgment. Just stay away from me. What was I gonna say? So he was saying something like, I'm the type of person, I just do what I do. I look how I look when I come to work. I might just kind of, I guess, do it up. Like I might look like a diva coming to work, and that's okay. Like sometimes I just feel like that, and some people don't understand that. They don't even understand that. Like if you're a real, like it's some women, they do more than I do. Like I know I was looking at Instagram, just thinking about like, you could be an older lady or younger or middle age or whatever you call it. This one chick, I can't think of what her name is, but she does the most amazing things with just a piece of cloth to make it look like it's an outfit. She makes a piece of cloth, a few pins, a bracelet, or something like a rubber band, a headband, and she makes it into like this incredible, the most stylish outfit I've ever, come across. Well, I'm not saying I ever seen, but just some of the stuff she comes up with is so unique, and if she tailors this stuff not by sewing it, by like, you know how they do the little tailoring by, I don't know how to sew yet, but you know, except for by hand. But anyways, maybe one day I'll learn. But she knows how to do all these things, just like with a rubber band, a headband, a scarf, just putting in a knot, folding it, and all this stuff like that. And I forgot her name. She's a pretty girl, woman or whatever. But you know, her type of style, you can't have that type of style and be worried about what nobody says about you. You have to walk with full confidence. So all this is tying together. If you have to be who you are, if you're not who you acting as if who you are day to day, and like I said, I want you to be your best. I want you to grow, be the person you are. That way, when you get with somebody, they can't say, oh, they lied to me, oh, they were this way and I thought they were that way. Nope. When they with you, they're gonna look back years later and be like, hey, at least she kept it real, or at least he kept, hey, not saying to be your worst you. I want you to work on those things. When I don't know if maybe we could be all that a person wants. That's not our problem to be concerned about. I think we need to be the best that we can be to ourselves. And you know, you're in a give and take relationship. You're in a give, you know, y'all giving, taking, receiving, whatever. And you know, hopefully it's a loving relationship or partnership or whatever, and everybody's getting what they want out of it. That type of situation is a loving relationship, right? Caring relationship. I wish that for everybody. Not unless y'all all about the money or whatever the situation. Everybody gets married for different reasons. So I like the love thing better, but sometimes with partnerships, to me, that's certain things are based on survival or business or money. You know, to me, that's survival. But love is not really survival. But to me, it's the highest form of marriage, if that makes sense. So if you're going for the loving marriage, is what I'm talking about. Everybody's getting what should be getting, most of what they want out of it. You know, sometimes you do have to give people a little grace, or you have to be able to allow the other person to be themselves, and for you to be yourself too. We don't want to be trying to change people in such a way. We can influence each other and stand up for ourselves and stuff like that. Let a person know with certain things what we're not going to put up with. Show up for ourselves so that they know how to treat us. But yeah, just okay. I'm going back to the guy called, and you can say he's my brother at work, right? He was saying that, you know, this guy that he knew was one of his frat brothers was saying that he was like, yeah, your girl, and he's talking about me. He's like, who? Such and such. He said my name, and he was like, yeah. He was like, what's up? He was like, she always looking like she mad or stuck up or something like that. You know, her attitude. But he's never said a word to me other than I said hello to him. He said hello to me. I try to keep it neutral with everybody. Like, sometimes I'm super happy and sometimes I'm just feeling, you know, at peace, at rest. Like, you know, I'm cool. Okay? And sometimes with women, you know, sometimes we might be on our monthly. We don't feel, might not be mean, but we just might literally be hurting. Okay? That happens sometimes. And all the guys around me, they understand. Like, they know. They might not even know, but normally I'm the same. Like, they really can't tell the difference, but they know when I'm more quiet, and they like, well, you know, she might be going through a little something, you know, and they don't really bother me too much. They speak to me and they say something to me or whatever, they can kind of tell. Or I'll just signal to them. I'll be like, you know, yeah, today is kind of, you know, something else right now. And then they'll say, oh, okay, you know. But they're really cool. I appreciate the guys that I work with. And, you know, all guys are not bad, y'all. Y'all just have to know what to look for and what not to put up with, what to walk away from, and yeah, what not to put up with. And also, you have to have standards for yourself. You have to have standards. You can't let people walk all over you. can't make it too easy for guys. Don't make it too hard. If they're a decent guy, don't even have to make it too hard for him. If he's a decent guy, y'all let me know, guys, if y'all like to have something y'all can kind of work towards a little bit, work for just a little bit. Like if you're not the type of guy just like everything handed to him, or maybe you went through that phase. Maybe you like a little bit of a challenge. I don't know. Tell me. I'm just used to, the older guys. So, they don't mind a little challenge. Like, I don't know, it does something to their testosterone or something. But all I know is men and women, we're a little different, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. That's what makes us a perfect pair. Like, we go together. Like, puzzle piece, we go together. Like, seriously, we go together. We're meant for each other. Male and female. Feminine and masculine. It goes together. And it's meant to be that way. And going back to what that guy said, I thought, and I was like, dang, what should I do to make a person, I was like, dang, you know how I am? He's like, oh, such and such, she's cool, man. Like, she's real cool. You just have to get to know her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know that and having a wife. I said, heck, your wife ain't all smiling in nobody's face all the time. And he's like, nah, my wife ain't like that. You don't want no woman like that. It's okay if your wife is just a happy-go-lucky person naturally, that's cool. But if you got somebody who's just laughing and smiling, always smiling and trying to suck up to people, brown nose is what they used to call them when I was growing up. If you had that type of person, I wouldn't trust them. How you gonna trust a man or a woman like that? They gotta have all attention all the time. Kissing butt. No, you can't trust nobody like that. You gotta be a little bit real. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so I thought, I was like, dang, like, what do I gotta do? Do I need to smile and put on a fake smile and smile at people all in their face and stuff like that? He's like, nah, you gotta do all that. And I thought about it later. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing none of that. If I don't want to do it, I'm not doing it. I am a nice person. I smile at people sometimes. Sometimes I'm minding my business. I can be a complete peace, but my resting face, going back to that resting bee face, okay, y'all? Some women just have it. Now, if she's acting like that word after you speak to her and, a couple times or whatever, then it's like, just let it go. Maybe that's what she really is. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta call her that, but in your head, whatever. Maybe that's what she's on, what type of time. Maybe she is on B time. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. Just leave it alone. There's other women out there, okay? We, men or women, don't have to just settle for people who are buttholes. You can find better out there. As long as you're better, you can find better, okay? We don't have to preach about all these bad people that are out here. They don't matter. Only the good people matter to me, okay? And they inspire me and they motivate me. So I want y'all to be motivated. I want y'all to look at different couples that seem like they're very happy together. They might even keep it real. Like, hey, it hadn't always been, this way. We had to work to get it this way because, maybe they started off young together, and then when they finally figured it out, and for the most part, they pretty happy. Those are the people, or just happy couple, whatever y'all looking for. Look for videos or whatever of these people. They just keep it real. Know what real looks like. That's what's important now. Knowing what authentic stuff, relationships look like. All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. I gotta go shopping. All right, Princess Diana.